Hey there, I'm Luke. A topic that's been coming up loads in recent weeks is trust. And we've done a lot of research into how teams, and in particular remote teams actually, really build trust and allow them to move quickly. And it seems that there are these three components to building trust in teams. First is benevolence. I've got to trust that you're a good person that's not going to do me harm. Second is competence. I've got to believe that you bring valuable skills or capability to the team. And the third is integrity. I've got to believe that you're going to be a good citizen of the team. And I thought I would just show you quickly how we engineer that into the beginning of any project. When we're launching a new program, new project, we bring a team together. Some of them may not have worked together before. And it's really important we start laying the groundwork for that team to trust one another or start building trust so that they can move quickly and we don't become bogged down with politics or any of that other stuff. So I'll just show you what that looks like for us if that's of interest. I'll try and keep this pretty snappy. So we start by explaining a little bit about regrounding people in what makes a Sprint Valley project Sprint Valley. So for us, we've got some kind of principles that we work by. We talk to clients like we're a coach that wants them to win. We take the time to teach clients new concepts so that they can take part in the conversation, especially when we're bringing in academic experts, for example. We try and treat guests like they're a guest. We try and treat clients like they're a guest in our home. We help them really focus on the most important decisions for them to make. And wherever we need to, we'll bring in fresh thinking. And the goal or the outcome of all of that is that when they see Sprint Valley in their calendar, that's our project's their favorite project. That's what we want to happen. We take the teams back through our values. We reconnect them with that. Really important, especially when you've got new members of the team who are joining. So for us, that's courage, compassion, and curiosity. In a nutshell, we have the difficult conversations that need to be had, and I'll tell you more about that in a minute. We'll say we don't understand, and importantly, we want the work to matter, and we'll try and kind of really be considerate of the client's experience as well as outcomes, not other stuff. But we really try and think ahead so the client has a good time working with us. Another thing that I think has been a real light bulb for us in building, setting the stage for these teams is we run this activity here where this is one we ran for a program that we were launching this week. We'll bring every member of the team in. A couple of these are in different time zones. Unfortunately, they couldn't make it, so we'll be doing something different for them. But we get people to articulate, hey, from your perspective, what's something you want to learn on this project? And we'll get them to share something personal, like a personal ambition. It might be learning a new skill. It might be just working in a new way. It might be learning from somebody else. But we get them to talk about what they want to get out of the project. We'll then say what are their hopes for the team that they're working in. And specifically, we're talking about the Sprint Valley team. So really lovely things coming out of here. So for this week, we had enjoyment whilst doing the best work of our lives, connect with the team and learn about new skills, learn from each other, have fun. Learn more about each other, establish great ways of working, have fun, and impress ourselves. So this is just like a really bit of a warm and fuzzy moment where people get to play back to the team, hey, this is what I hope we'll be able to get to. We then get really clear about our hopes for the client on the project. We do the same thing then for our hopes for Sprint Valley. What do we want to, as a business, want to get out of this project? And then we'll get people to share, hey, what's the superpower or strength that you bring to the team? And so in terms of that benevolence piece, the thing that we're doing here is really getting people to say, hey, this is me. These are some of my vulnerabilities. This is the thing. This is the gap I want to cross on this project, the thing that I want to learn. And then from a competence perspective, this is the thing that I bring to the table. This is my superpower. This is my great skill. If you need this or you've got this problem to solve, I'm the person that you want to reach out to. And then in terms of integrity, we then start trying to lay the groundwork for some shared values here in how we're going to work, which I think, especially when you're bringing new teams together, is really valuable to take a moment to do. And we do that like this. So we'll basically say, hey, what are the basics that we get right on the project? What are the details we obsess over? And what risks do we manage? And so for this team here, it was all about open, basics were about great communication. We keep promises. That's the stuff that's just a non-negotiable. I won't go through the rest of these because these are obviously personal to the team and it doesn't really matter. But the point is that we have that conversation about the shared group values. And this week I introduced a new question. I'm going to check the time here because all right, I'll be quick about this. I asked the team the question, hey, if something happened in your world where you got distracted, or your priorities, just something had to pull you out of the project and it meant that you were behind, or there was one of your deliverables that was at risk and your team were worried about that, how would you want the team to approach you about it? And you could literally see like the discomfort in the room, because nobody wants to think about when things go wrong. But I think it's a really powerful thing to have the conversation and collectively give one another permission to call you out if you think there's a problem. And the things that we heard back were, tell me quickly, be direct, don't talk about me to other people, kind of come to me, be specific. If you are concerned, don't sugarcoat things, but also like come at it from a perspective that it's not intentional, whatever's happened. And if you can help, offer help. And so I think in terms of that integrity piece, that's a really interesting conversation to have at the beginning of the project. Hey, if you were the one that the team felt were maybe a weak link in the chain for whatever reason, how would you want that to be addressed? And hopefully that will never happen. But if it does, at least the team have got a bit of shared values there in how they're going to raise that. I hope this has been interesting, valuable for you. Trust is a real key indicator for high-performing teams. So we're really fascinated about how it works. I'd love to know how you're building trust in teams. So maybe share something in the comments. And yeah, if this has been valuable, do me a favor, share it with another person, tag them in the comments, and then they can get these updates too. Have a great week.